Hey guys, it's Gigi. Today we're doing The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 11, Episode 18. Delmar by the Shade. All right, this episode was not a lot happened, but we'll do it. It was okay. I mean, we start off with the girls like getting ready for the Delmar trip, and we see Kyle getting ready, Lisa, Rinna. Then we get to Kathy's house, and not sure why Kathy called Dorit because they don't seem like they would have anything in common based on all the interactions we've seen episode to episode. Anyway, she calls Dorit trying to ask what happened with her and Garcelle, and of course, Dorit is long-winded again. So Kathy starts doing random crap, zones out, zones back in, and it's like, girl, I gotta go. Okay, goodbye. But anyways, she was like, Dorit was saying how Garcelle took jabs at her. Like, what jabs? Everybody says you're long-winded. Everybody says you talk too much. That's some information you knew already. Anyways, we get to Kyle's house. Everyone is meeting up there. They're all driving independently. I'm not sure why this is because they've taken group trips already. Definitely not because of COVID for sure. I don't think it is. But anyway, Sutton hurt her foot again. Apparently at Kathy's gathering, some art fell on Sutton, and since then her foot has been giving her problems. She has it all wrapped up. She's wearing flats. She misses her heels as she should. Erica brings her dog to avoid the group. Well, it is what it is. Then Kathy, I really think Kathy is a stoner or she drinks a lot or something. Like I don't think this is if this is a sober mind, then I don't know. It's just weird. So she arrives in Kyle's house. She doesn't have a purse with all her documents and her phone in it. But she's asking Kyle, she first asked Kyle to check her gas. I'm like, can this lady not function in real life? Like, to be that rich. God, please bless me to be that rich, where I don't know how to do regular crap anymore. Anyway, so Kyle is trying to check on the gas. Then she brings up that her bag is missing with some lady, I guess her housekeeper. She doesn't remember the lady's name. I'm like, what kind of woman is this? And I bet you that person has been working with her for a while. I bet you. I bet you. I hope they ask her in the reunion so we see what her reaction will be. Anyway, so Kyle is checking for the gas. Now Kyle is making the phone call to hashtag the lady because Kathy doesn't know who this lady's name is. And the lady for sure says the bag is at home. Kyle tells her where they should meet at. They meet the phone. All that is worked out. Anyway, so the ladies arrive at the property. To me, I'm like, either the Hiltons have stock in this property because the property was not our usual Beverly Hills chic, like looking property. It looked old. It looked dated. The decor was like blah. But they arrive. They're trying to treat them as special as possible. I guess they're promoting the hotel. But it's not very pretty. I wouldn't stay there except it was free, I guess. Then Sutton's legs are super distinct. Like once you see them, you kind of know she has like these typical dancer's legs, I guess ballerina type legs. They showed her legs first, and I knew it was her already. So that was something interesting that I found out. Then Kathy drives, arrives at the hotel. The bellman is like, "Oh, let me get your car, whatever. How was your trip?" She's like, "I don't drive normally." Who made Kathy drive? Because this woman is lost on different levels, but I guess the levels that matter, she ain't because she's where the money resides. We get to the presidential suite again. It needs updating. Nothing great is happening. Then Sutton heads to the ER because she feels like her foot is getting worse. Next thing we see Erica and Dorit walk in, and of course, Dorit is full Fendi from head to toe. I don't know if Dorit is fashionable or if she just wears labels. I still prefer Erica's fashions to Dorit because I don't find labels head to toe attractive. I don't find it like being like a style icon. I feel like putting pieces together that makes sense and makes you look, out of this world is what stands out versus wearing my labels head to toe with the Fendi and all these logos everywhere. Anyway, that's by the way. Kathy arranges a pop-up picnic at the smelly beach. I don't know if you all saw the after show, but all the ladies were like, "Oh my god, this beach stunk so bad that they couldn't even stay there for too long." And Kyle's shady self, like she doesn't know Garcelle is working. Where's Garcelle? Where's Garcelle? You know she's at work. Stop it. Anyway, then they start their lunch at this picnic, the beachside picnic, and Dory brings up the whole Sutton and Erica thing. And Erica is like, to be called a liar is major. Girl, your stories are not lining up. You gave like three versions at least of that hill drive and the cars turning upside down. Who is unconscious for 12 hours? Like, I really hope they get real answers at the reunion. Like, for 12 hours, did none of you notice who reported it? Did he realize, oh, the last thing I remembered was 12 hours ago and now it's 12 hours later? Like, we need more context because being unconscious for 12 hours, I'm in healthcare. That doesn't even sound reasonable. Like people that end up that way end up in the hospital because either a neighbor calls and it's like, oh, we found this person was maybe they fell in the bathroom and now they're in the hospital or something. Like you just don't do 12 hours of unconsciousness, then you end up staying in the house. Like you need to go get neurologically checked out, see if you had a stroke, if you had a heart attack. Many things have to be worked out. Like you just don't stay unconscious for 12 hours. And she's like, oh, he wanted ankle surgery, but he couldn't get ankle surgery because of this traumatic brain injury. I want to know more about this traumatic brain injury, sis. Like this is sounding like stop. Anyway, then Dory lying about, I think Erica is telling the truth, but it's just not all lining up. Do you know what that is? That's a lie. You don't need anyone to tell you what that is. You know it's a lie. PK told you it was a lie. Stop it. And so ridiculous because the way they came for Denise over an act that was consent with consented adults or whatever it was versus this that is so horrible. And no one is standing for the truth except Sutton. Even Garcelle, I find her approach towards it is quite weak compared to what I would have thought she would be. Her stance to me is not as strong as Sutton's. Like, it is obvious that this is such an atrocity and nobody's calling this out. We're all walking on eggshells. Like, who are we protecting? Like, who are we protecting? Anyway, I will need Erica to have that energy for her ex-husband, not for Sutton. But Garcelle is petty. She arrives in the hotel. She's asking about everyone else's room. Nothing really happens. Sutton arrives from the hospital. She's in a wheelchair. She's in a cast. And Garcelle is basically going to be the one like chauffeuring her everywhere. I noticed peculiar that Erica had only one glam person in her room. God really humbles us, guys. God humbles us. Then Kathy cannot open a bottle of wine. Like, to be that rich once again, because I don't get it. And then the ladies are looking for Kathy and Cal, talking about where are they. Kathy is like, is she your boss? Why are you freaked out? Anyways, ladies sit down for dinner. They all kind of go around the table and see how they feel. Erica feels fearful, as she should, because it's a lot coming for her. The other ladies are pretty... Garcelle is happy, which I'm happy she's happy, because I know in the beginning of the season, she was trying to find a partner. She cried about it as well and just being alone and everything. Then Kathy throws in the ranch. I feel anxious because I feel there's unresolved issues at this table. You think, Kathy? Do you not see these girls are not talking to each other? Anyways, we delve into it. Then Erica's like, why are you speaking to me, Sutton? I have nothing to say to you. I'm like, oh God. I even feel crazy like, Sutton, why are you trying to even make peace with this woman? Like, leave her alone. She doesn't add to your life. You're fabulous. You know she's lying. Stick to your truth. Then Dory is like putting her 2 cents in, trying to come for Garcelle, saying Garcelle came for her, saying that that's not what she said. Garcelle was saying the truth. That's not what you said during the private meeting that was without Erica. That was not what you said. So keep that same energy. Anyway, Kathy is like, girl, I thought we handled this. Why are we talking about it again? But here we go again. Then Rinna finds her opening and comes in. Garcelle, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell Dory what you feel about her. Garcelle is looking like, I don't feel nothing about this heifer. Like, leave me the hell alone. Rinna, you need to tell your own truth. I will need you to have this energy for Erica because you're putting all your energy in the wrong spot. Like, all these girls are major, major hypocrites. But what annoyed me more is like Garcelle trying to even give them anything, crying on the scene, talking about, oh, I feel like they don't care. If they cared, they would know that by now. They don't care about you. You just need to go there, get those Bravo checks, do whatever you want to say, what you want to say. Like, what are you afraid of? They can't come for you. You're on the real. You don't need them. I hated that she broke down. I really, really hated that she broke down. Then we go to the sound bath, not too much happening. Then he closes out with the revelation that Tom's brother wants to put him in a home. Which, I mean, if he really is demented, I don't think it's a bad idea, because that's like a hard disease to take care of by yourself. And I'm guessing his brother is also up in age. So to manage someone with possible dementia, that's a lot. And if Erica was so worried, she would not have left her home like a thief in the night. That's another thing I wanted them to address, because when she left, he was competent, which I'm guessing is months, right? So when did he become so incompetent that now he needs to be put in a home? Like, I've seen dementia, Alzheimer's dementia does not progress that quickly. Vascular dementia can progress that quickly, but we did not hear about a stroke. We did not hear about anything. So that's peculiar. That is peculiar. Anyways, thank you guys. This is Gigi. Bye.